Know that our blueprints nodes are organized. Let's just do something else. So in every game you see with the mouse, for example, we want to be able to look up, look down, look left, look right? So let's just do that. And I want to do it with mouse, right? So first thing to do, let's just go to again project setting in input, right? So in input we need an axis mapping. So because we want to turn right, turn left, look up, look down, look wherever the player wants, we need to add another axis mapping. So click add in here, and this one I want to call it turn for turn left and right, both of them, right? So in here I want to choose it. So click in here, go to mouse and the mouse X. So with mouse X we want to look at left and right? So again, add another one. This one is for look up, for example, right? So again, in here we want to control it with mouse. What you want, you can control it with whatever you want. For example, gamepad, right? The mouse swipe. With mouse swipe we want to look up and look down. Everything cool? Let's just close this. And let's just close this pawn that we create because we don't need it. And again, let's just go to content drawer. You can see because we use a static mesh inside our pawn and inside the character. No, it's showing the chair as an icon, right? But at the bottom right corner you can see the parent class that we create this character from, and you can see it is the shape of a man. And if you hover over it, it says parent class is character, and this one the parent class is pawn, and you can see the icon in here as well. So everything clear with that. So no, we want to control the looking up, looking down, and left and right. But before doing that, I should explain something to you. If we go to our level, for example, in here, this is our player start. Okay, so whenever we play, it will start from here, right? This player start. So if I click on it, select it, and go to details panel, in the rotation, in transform in rotation, if you hover over this one that is for X, it says it is roll. So if we change this, you can see how it's moving. So let me change it to see it like this. You can see we don't want that. So let's just go to the next one. This is for pitch or Y. So we call it pitch. And this one is for looking up and looking down, right? So again, let's just go here. This is our arrow in here. I hope you can see it. So this one that is called pitch, if you hover over it, it says it is pitch. So with the pitch, we can look up and look down. You can see, look up and look down. And with yaw, you can see this is yaw. The yaw is for looking left and right. You can see looking left and right. No, we know that the pitch is for looking up and down. So let's just do that. First of all, I want to go up in here and search for look up, and we want it in axis mapping. So axis event, we should look for this, right? If we go down, you can see there is a lot of them, but the one that we need is for axis event. Okay, so it will give us an execution pin and axis value, right? So with this input, this axis mapping for looking up, we need to change the pitch, right? Because we want to look up and look down, right? So again, let's just go here, right click and search for pitch. We want to change the pitch, right? So let's just see what we can find in here. And the one that we find is inside the pawn input and add controller pitch input. Let's just click it to see if it's working or not. So let's just connect the execution pin to here and the value to here. And the target is self because this is in character class. So the target always should be self. So I want to select both of them, shift W to align it, or we can just right click in here, go to alignment and align top, so it will be aligned. Just with these two code, let's just run to see if it's working or not. And I'm testing it, but it doesn't work. Why it's not working? So what is the problem that this is not working? So you see in here the target is on, and if we click on the camera, because we want to change camera when we want to look up, we want to use the camera to look up, right? So with that, if we click on our camera in here, there is a lot of option. You can change the lens, you can change the color grading, you can change the feel, you can do a lot of things with it, and you can play with that. It's safe to do. Always you can reset it, so whatever you change, there will be a reset button. So play with that, you will learn a lot. So the thing that is in here is important for looking up and looking down is this use pawn control rotation. because right now the camera is not changing at all, right? So if we click in here for use pawn control rotation, it will use this information that we provide with this add control pitch input to the pawn. Okay, you know that the character class is just a pawn that has character movement built into it, right? So let's just compile and run. So now you can see we can look up and look down, but it is in inverse, right? When we want to go down, it go up, and when we want to go up, it go down, right? So in some games you want it to be like that, but in our game we want to change that, and we can give this option to player to change that as well, and it is easy. If we go to here for lookup, it give us 1. Okay, if we change it to -1, it will invert that, right? So let's just save and compile, and no, it's it's looking up when we want to look up, and it looking down. So let's just do it for the look left and right. Again, if you go here and select our player starting here, or whatever you want, you can select and go to details panel and see this one. When we want to look right and left, we can use the yaw. So let's just go here, search for yaw to see what we can find. And again, in pawn input at controller yaw input, you can see it's already there. So with that, we can find the turn event that we just create, the axis event that we create, and we can connect it to here and the axis value to here. Now let's just compile, and in our game we can look left and right, and we can go forward, we can do, and we create a game, right? It's easy. So you can see everything is working fine, everything is cool. So let's just play with that a little, play with it, so you will learn a lot. Just click on the character movement, click on static mesh, camera, and all of that, and go to details panel. You will see a lot. So for example, if I click on character event, you can see we can change the max walk speed. So if I change it to 200, for example, 200 centimeter per second, we can compile and run, and you can see it go slower. And we can define shift, for example, when they hold shift, it should change the max speed, right? So let's just, again, you see I did change the max walk speed, and there is a reset button in here. Click on it and it will go back to the default value. So don't worry about changing these values, just play with it. You will learn a lot. You should play with this stuff a lot, and it is safe to do because always you can reset it.